Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode 38 of the Anthem podcast. Before we get you into the episode, I want to tell you about a special project we have going on. Instead of a spotlight like we would normally put out on Friday, we're going to do a best of episode. Corey's going to pick 5 of his favorite moments. I'm going to pick 5 of my favorite moments. And what we want from you is 5 of your favorite moments from 2014. We'll splice them all together into a single episode and they'll run instead of the spotlight on Friday. But while you're watching the episode, make sure you take special attention to our contact information. Reach out to Corey or I or the Anthem and let us know what your favorite moments of the year were. And then look for that episode coming up this Friday. So without further ado, episode 38 of the Anthem podcast. We're talking about Christmas and our New Year's resolutions for 2015. Enjoy.
If you, John Q. listener, is wondering why Corey's voice is extra sexy today, it's because there's a new microphone. This is Corey, and this is the Anthem podcast.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rob.
Rob's on an old microphone.
I am.
He's not
and yet still smooth and sultry as ever. This is the voice...
Some people might say.
This is the voice that ladies love. All right?
Come for Rob, stay for Corey.
Yes, that is a double entendre, ladies. It is. And it's absolutely true. Absolutely.
I don't know, but absolutely.
Oh, it's true. We have that.
So says you.
We have that Jerry and George dynamic going on.
Right.
Where I get to, like, date and sleep with the women, and you pick up the dry cleaning, and we make the perfect guy. Do you remember that episode?
No, I don't.
Seinfeld?
But George had a pretty steady string of lookers there.
He did. Didn't he go out with Melissa Tomei?
No, he did. Marissa.
Marissa
Tomei.
Tomei.
That's right.
Yes.
But that was just his imagination.
No, it was real.
No?
It was because she liked fat, balding men.
Right.
And so he went out with her, but he was engaged to Susan. And at the end of the date, he was like, "Well, I'm actually kind of engaged." And she slapped him, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Wasn't his imagination. He actually did it.
Yeah, but he made out with her in his imagination.
Oh, yes,
you don't
he did.
remember when he was like on the pillow and on the couch and
that part did not happen.
Yeah.
Yes, but Susan was a bit of a looker.
Yeah, Susan was good until her tragic end. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Those cheap envelopes. God damn it, George.
Gotta save a buck, George.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Happy Festivus, everybody!
Yeah,
that's the holiday I'm adopting.
We should have had a
airing of grievances.
Airing of grievances incorporated in this episode. Maybe there'll be time at the end.
There's always time at the end. And I would say feats of strength, but maybe next year after
we can do that on video.
Maybe the New Year's resolution after that.
Yeah,
after that.
Well, I still think that sometime in the calendar year 2015.
Mm-hmm.
We should have a basketball game and record it and put it on YouTube, and then let people see what these games were actually like.
Can we lower the rim down to 6.5 feet?
Why? Just because you want to fucking jam on it like Shaq?
I do.
And you still want me laying up?
I was gonna say if I've done my math correctly, I think 6.5 will allow me to dunk.
I'm 5.
You won't.
I'm 5'9". How tall is my arm? Like,
I would say you probably can get up to like 6'4", maybe.
Okay, so all I have to do is jump
2 inches,
8 inches.
How long is it?
Because the basketball too. You got to factor that part in.
So the base of your hand, basically, right?
Yeah, more or less. So
if you're 5'9",
I'm like 6'5" there at the base of the hand.
Maybe 6'5".
Assuming I'm standing, I'm sitting right now. So obviously I'm not really 6.
So maybe we'll.
Oh man, how much my life would change if I was 6'5".
I know. Yeah. But no, let's lower it down.
Right.
Have the basketball game so I can dunk on you all day.
Yeah.
And you could, or we could do it at regular height, and then you could just spend all day out of the 3-point line. Make it rain,
like I usually do.
Make it rain.
Oh my God, I'm down by 1. I better catch up. Somehow I gotta make up points.
Nothing but 3. I haven't touched a basketball in so long. I'm not even sure I could give you a little juke like I used to. Just drive the lane.
Your juke was funny though.
Yeah, well,
because 90% of the time you were wearing a big jacket at the same time.
Well, to be fair, it worked like 1,000 times.
Yeah,
so.
true.
Actually, that's not. You beat yourself. I will say that over the history of our games, you beat yourself far more often than I beat you.
Sorry, I'm just worried that I might be having a heart attack.
Yo, please don't have a heart attack.
This is the right... This is like where the heart
yes.
is?
Well, no, your heart's here.
In the middle?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is probably just like fat person problems.
Could be that.
Just general fat issues.
If it's shooting down your arm, then you got a problem.
No.
Because that is the first artery that gets clogged when you have a heart attack or whatever. You always get numb on your left hand, shooting pains on your left arm.
No.
Okay. Well, you're good, Dutcher.
I remembered once I had... Oh, wait, there's the shooting pain. No. I remember...
Oh, wait.
I slept on my arm really weird. My right arm.
Mm-hmm.
And for a whole day, I was worried that, like, I was going to, like, have a... I was having a heart attack.
Because it was numb?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't, like, regaining its same, like, consistency.
Right.
That I'm used to. And I was really worried that I was having a heart attack. And then I talked to... I can't remember, probably EP.
Yeah, she's the go-to, really.
And I said something like, man, my right arm's been numb all day. And she was just like, whatever.
Don't worry about the right. It's the left you got to worry about.
It's the left that's a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, oh, shit, that's right. It's the left that's okay, well, I'm fine then. And then I ate 5 cheeseburgers, Jughead style, and...
Just crank back the jaw like a snake.
Yeah, I unhinged the jaw and pushed 5 hamburgers in conveyor.
Well, that's not Jughead. That's the guy from Popeye. I'll give you a nickel. I'll give you a nickel on Tuesday for a hamburger today.
No, yeah.
Whatever that guy's name was. Anyway, not important.
I'll give you a nickel if you tickle my pickle.
Not even. Don't want to go down that road.
Number 1, it's worth more than the nickel.
I'm not going to say that either.
Number 2,
mm-hmm.
I don't think that we're quite in the place to be tickling it. I think there's more. I mean, like, I'll tickle it, but I don't think that's really going to do nothing for you.
Okay.
Because you don't like to be tickled.
Right.
And 3, I don't know if I quite describe it as a pickle. What are those?
Gherkin.
What are those little baby relish
Gherkin.
things?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Technically, it's a pickle.
That's what I would call your pickle rub.
Not mine?
A gherkin.
Oh, I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's correct at all.
Because I was doing a Rob impression.
Oh, is that your Rob impression?
Yeah. Sounds a lot like me.
Completely inaccurate. Completely inaccurate. I see, sir. How dare you?
Indubitably good, sir.
I mean, I put on this really rough American accent, but
right.
in real life, it's like, hello there.
Yeah. Well,
top of the morning to you.
What you don't know is when the microphone comes off. For anybody who doesn't really know Rob,
right? Yeah.
The real voice is like, hello there, governor.
No.
Please, sir, could I have some more?
Look, man. I'm Jamaican.
Look, man.
Fairly Jamaican.
Let's get in the blood, Bob said.
Top of the morning to you. See, what you don't understand is that when I get off the mic, I have a bit of an Irish accent.
Jesus.
It's a bit of a problem.
Jesus.
Listen, I like my whiskey like I like my women. Inside me? No, that can't be right.
On the floor and empty inside.
You got that for sure, yeah. I'll agree with that. But yes, I really am Irish, and nobody knows. And so when we get on the podcast, I put on my American accent.
Yeah.
But in real life, I'm Irish, so it's a big deal. Who's that coming in? Is that Nikolai? Is that Nikolai coming in?
I'm gonna have to pump in stupid walking sound.
Yes, my name is Nikolai, and I am from the Ukraine. And hello, everybody.
Hello, Dr. Nick.
Hello to all of the listeners out there in Lisa in our land. It is so good to be speaking to you today.
It's actually a fairly good.
Not bad, I think. I think it's marginal at best, but
it's enough. It's enough that you can fool somebody on the telephone, I imagine.
I will tell you that the babies do not like this accent. Did I tell you the story about Nikolai?
No.
So I would like to talk to bellies when the babies are in the belly.
Yeah.
And the Russian is particularly good for this because you say things like, hello.
Wait a minute, I thought you were Ukrainian.
It's all the same. You get to see.
Well, people of Ukraine, people of Russia, Corey at otheanthem.com. I'll forward them all to Rob.
You get to say things like "Hello, baby," which is really good. So I'd say "Hello, baby," or "Hello, baby." Top of the morning to you. Good to see you then. That's a little. I've been working on the New Zealand.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, hello there. It's I
don't know about that
day.
one,
It's
no.
getting. See, I gotta have a trigger word.
Gotta watch some Flight of the Conchords.
I gotta have a trigger that gets me into it, like my Irish.
Jermaine?
Top of the morning to you, and it lets me start
Yeah.
dropping their O's, and I can do that. And then I say Nikolai from the Ukraine, and it helps me.
Right.
to get into-
So you need like a trigger for the New Zealand accent.
Yes,
that'll
I
get
gotta
you.
figure out the thing that
Right.
shows me how to swallow the vowels right. Anyway, so the babies. My friend was having a baby, and she would get really worried when she wouldn't get any movement. And she tried to drink orange juice, and that didn't do anything. Without fail, I would just come up and be like, "Hello, baby," and she hated the accent, hated it, and she would start punching my face through the belly. And
You see little baby fists?
little fist, just like little bits of skin poking out and hit me in the face. I'm like, that's to me. It might have been feet. She might have been kicking me. I don't know.
Sorry, Rob. This baby hasn't really learned about the Cold War.
Yes.
Doesn't know we're past that.
No, totally.
And
she
now
was ready
Russia
to
is
fight.
our friend.
So, not our friend. But no, so then when she got out...
Russia's not our friend?
No.
Since when?
World War III. Putin? Ever since they got a president that could ride shirtless on a horse, now they're all uppity again.
He seems alright.
Mm.
Granted, I know nothing.
Here's the thing. If Carrie Russell is a Russian,
Yeah.
I'll totally switch sides.
Carrie Russell?
Yeah. From Felicity?
Yeah.
She is in that show, The Americans.
Yeah.
It was one of Mr. Skin's top 10 scenes. Of
So you're just trying to
2014.
try to change.
Wait, what? No, absolutely not. Point being, when the baby was born, she was all like, grumpy, I'm a grumpy baby. And then when I got to hold her, I was like, hello, baby. And she opened her eyes. And first thing she did with her hand, she's got them all bundled up.
Yeah.
And she's like, open her eyes and stare at me, punch me in the face. And I'm like, yes. You know me, baby. It's okay. Anyway.
I do like that, though.
But Carrie Russell was, I think, number 3 on Mr. Skin's top 10 nude
You
scenes.
are all about that list.
I really enjoy that.
You really enjoy naked people.
What can I say? It's informative.
What can I say? Have penis.
Have a penis. Have penis will follow. Will travel. But it wakes me up to shows that I'm not looking at.
Right.
I would have never seen Magic Mike. But you know what got me? Will get me to see Magic Mike?
Olivia Munn naked in the first 30 seconds.
You told me she's getting naked. I'm going to see it. Now I have to find
Topless.
an excuse. Well, topless. But and so I never would have watched The Americans. I'm like, another period piece. And then it's like Mr. Skin's top 10. I'm like, I'll watch it now. Yeah, absolutely.
Are you gonna watch Masters of Sex?
I want to watch Masters of Sex only for Lizzie Kaplan. Is that her name? Lizzie Kaplan?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I keep
She's
forgetting.
also-
I love her dearly, but I can't
also
remember
in
her name all the time.
Is she in the interview too? Right?
It's one of those. I feel like there's another actress that's kind of close in name to that,
Right.
and then I have a inherent fear that I'm going to be talking about Jack Nicholson, the actor.
Right.
Say Jack Nicholas, or talk about Jack Nicholas, the golfer, and say Jack Nicholson, and
Did you you don't watch Blackish?
that's
do you?
like a fear of mine. You made me watch that one episode last week.
Is that the one that it happens in there? The
The-
Manet?
No, it's the Christmas episode
Well, the wife in
with
that
Black Santa.
the wife in that show, there was an episode where they went to a painting and she'd been like, "Stop correcting me in public. We need to back each other up." And everybody was talking about Manet, and she was talking about Monet, and he let her go for 40 minutes talking about the wrong painter.
Right.
And he was like, "See, baby, I backed you up." And she's like, "That's not backing me up. That's making me look like an idiot." But that's what you're a little afraid that we're gonna pull a little Manet Monet.
I
Tomato,
guess.
tomato.
Yeah.
You don't know the difference between those two, do you?
No. I know who Monet is. I don't know there was a Manet.
Oh my!
How tragically cultured
Cultured.
I am.
Yep.
I just whenever I go to the Walters, I just put my finger on things and be like, "That's pretty.
Right.
That's pretty. Who's that guy?"
Do you like to smear shit on the walls and call that?
Call it art.
Explains your interior design.
Spell out.
I see here.
Spell out Jesus Christ and shit, and just get everybody all
Dick.
just. Did you know that there's a picture made out of shit that's the Virgin Mary? Well, that probably doesn't smell great.
I think that would get a lot of attention.
That did. That was an actual
Was that a thing?
Yeah.
I feel like the SEO score on that's got to be crazy.
Everyone's searching for that this week.
Jesus and shit. Yes.
No, but the I think it was the reason why it was such a big deal is because it was like an NEA funded thing.
Oh, and they was religious and shit.
Right. Somebody got like $50,000 to make a Virgin Mary out of shit, and then everybody was just like, "I don't want the NEA coming out my paycheck no more."
Right. To be fair, though,
I'm sure there was non-rednecks who were upset too, but I just like
most of what the NEA spends money on is both religious and shitty, so I think it's okay.
I was thinking,
anyway, so Carrie Russell is in a show called The Americans where she plays a communist spy. I'm pretty sure, but I'm gonna watch it now.
I've been watching it on mute.
just for the nudes. Just for the nudes.
nudes.
Masters of Sex, same thing. You watch it. You're naked. They're naked. It fits for everybody.
Well, no, see, that's the problem is that I love the acting of Michael Sheen so much.
Right.
He's so enjoyable to me that I have to watch it clothed when he's.
Do you like have the pillow in front of you, and then like when Lily?
No, I just
Lizzie
get.
Capson,
I just get up. I just get up. I walk away. Be like, God damn! I gotta put my pants on again. Michael Sheen's on the screen.
Right. So there's scenes between the two of them. That's got to be rough for you.
And half in, half out.
Yeah. One leg in, cover the junk.
Whenever I watch Masters of Sex, I have like those breakaway pants that the NBA players used to wear.
Yeah.
And I just break half the side off.
Right. Flap it over.
Yeah. Just move.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Do that thing where it just like flops out.
And then you bang your toe on the table? What was that sound effects for? I have no idea what that was.
I'm not going to be your joke anymore. It's 2015. It's one of my...
Oh, it's not 2015 yet, son.
Oh, shit. Then I got to still have a small penis for another...
Lifetime? Or...
for another 3 days or something like that.
Oh, sure. Well, yeah.
Podcast purposes, I have to be massively inferior for another 3 days.
That's life. That's not just the podcast, just so you know. Anyway, so speaking of nothing at all, Christmas. Hey! Happy Festivus, everyone. We didn't do the Feats of Strength, but we were doing airing of grievances. But you don't celebrate Festivus because you're Catholic and have so much guilt.
Yeah.
So how was your Kwanzaa? Is that what you guys celebrate? Christmas. Christmas, yes.
But the Christ in Christmas.
Right. Which, by the way, put the X in Christmas. Did you see that thing?
No.
Story available now on deaddrop.com. The X in Christmas.
We'll have to put that in the show notes.
The X in Christmas actually means Christmas because X in Greek is Chi. Chi was short for Christ in Greek. So people would put Xmas, but it wasn't Xmas, it was X whatever, in an effort to shorten the word but still say Jesus Christ. Christ Christmas.
Since you're talking about random things you read on the internet,
yes,
I saw something today that was pretty interesting.
Was it Lizzie Kaplan naked?
No,
No,
it was they were talking about like old school names that are being brought back by celebrities because like, apparently they've figured out that they're done writing things on the internet.
Yep. Sure.
And somebody named their kid Bob, and then they went through the history of the name Bob,
right?
And they were just like, obviously Bob is short for Rob or Robert or like Robert.
Mm-hmm.
But it used to be that you had Bob, and you also had Hob, and you also had Knob, or something like that. Like, those were also additional, like, names that you could, like... You could be Robert, but you could also be Hob. Or Knob, or something like that. Like, way back when in the fucking never did they write anything down shit days.
Right, yeah.
So, I could call you Hob.
Don't. That's not...
Or Knob.
Well.
Knob Cheek.
Yeah, sure. Knob Creek whiskey. Hey.
Hey.
It's almost time for me to start
Speaking of
drinking
Christmas.
again. Almost time for me to start drinking again. Yay.
Yeah, I had a wonderful Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I got a new phone.
What kind of phone did you get?
I got the Samsung Note 4.
Right. Yeah.
It is wonderful.
Did you upgrade from your
Galaxy S3.
No, shit, I was going to make a joke about what's that one that was pink? You remember that you slid up and it had the keyboard underneath? My sister
Sidekick or something like that?
Kind of like a sidekick. I feel like you had a sidekick.
I didn't have a sidekick. I had I think it was like the Voyager or something like that. I had one that flipped up.
Right. Oh, it had
the keypad.
That's right.
But it also had TV.
Really?
It had a little antenna that I could pop out and watch TV on it. Yeah.
Back when we could watch TV over the airwaves.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's what you traded in for the Note 4? Because I feel like...
No, I traded that in for the BlackBerry Tour.
Okay, kids. BlackBerry is a... Research in Motion was a company, a Canadian company, that produced this product called BlackBerry. And for a while, BlackBerry was the synonymous with smartphone.
Believe it or not, it used to be cool if you owned a BlackBerry.
Right. Well, first of all, it was nerdy.
Well, you were important.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, first it was nerdy because it was business, and then people started being like, hey, it'd be cool to be online. This Research in Motion phone, I can be online.
Yeah.
So they became cool, like you were important, and now it's fallen into obscurity.
Right.
Thanks.
You can find them. You can find the homeless using them.
Yes, well, you know.
Indignantly.
Right.
Oh, God damn it, we can't wait till I get an iPhone. But the...
So you had the Tour.
The Tour.
Right.
And then I got the S3.
Right.
And now I'm on the Note 4.
So when did you get the S3?
2.5 years ago, something like that.
I had to be more than that. Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you were due for an upgrade?
Well, we're on the S5.
Right. But those don't come out year to year.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
For some reason, I felt like your phone was super ancient.
No, it's not super ancient. It just felt super ancient.
Right, ran pretty super anciently.
It honestly, it wasn't, up until the end, it wasn't terrible.
Battery
life?
It was
slow. The battery life was terrible.
Right.
But I remember when I had the Voyager, before I traded that in, I was getting like a half hour on a full charge. It was one of those things, like, I could leave it in standby all day and it'd be fine. But if I like had to make a call,
forget about it.
I remember I wanted to like call into like the fan to like talk about the Orioles or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I hope I'm not on hold for more than 20 minutes. That's all the talk time I have. Yeah. That was a funny day.
Oh God, those phones. And that was a phone that was made to like charge every 4 days.
Right. Oh yeah, but the battery was just done. It was done. It wasn't having it anymore. And it took like 12 hours to charge, and then it stayed on for half an hour.
It was a home phone because you had to keep it plugged in.
Basically.
Yeah. Just
always plugged in.
Right.
But yeah, I got the Note 4.
Mm-hmm.
I got this sexy new microphone. I don't know if you've noticed how nice.
I see it, and I see. Is it a pop filter?
Yes, I got the pop filter as well. But first, let's go back to my sexy voice. I don't know.
I feel like I didn't. I have one of those at one point.
I think that all the women are starting to come Corey's way now that they've heard what my voice sounds like.
I don't think so.
When a real microphone is when it's closer to my real voice.
I don't think so.
Lloyd Dobler effect. I still need to reach out to Lloyd Dobler effect.
We talk about you all the time.
Can I please have a song that I can just like play as a drop on the podcast? Because we talk about your band all the time.
I don't even know if I could identify a Lloyd Dobler effect song.
I would recognize it immediately if I heard it.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think I could tell.
Yeah, I couldn't tell it. It's not like if you were just like name a Led Zeppelin song. Oh, Stairway, like Cashmere.
Lloyd Dobler effect song right now. Oh, shoot me! I don't even know. Not to save my own life, couldn't tell you.
Well, you probably didn't hear this one. It was pretty.
You gotta understand. I listened to that band back when they were playing like 10-seaters.
Yeah.
So it's like a real old song.
Like, whenever somebody used to like grill me on a band.
Yeah.
Like even if it was like, what's your favorite Beatles song? It's like, well, I go way back with the Beatles. So
yeah. Back to Liverpool.
I don't know if you've ever heard the song "Brown Paper Bag Blues." But that's my favorite. It's hard to find.
I mean, I know I look young, but I actually saw them back in '58 in Hamburg.
I saw them in Shea.
Still in Hamburg back in the day.
I talked to Paul McCartney once. I said, "Keep it easy."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You know it."
Yeah, listen, I met John one time, and I was like, yo, those Asian girls, whoo, gotta try them out. Basically, I'm default. I'm the reason the Beatles broke up.
I met John one day, asked him if he would sign my copy of Catcher in the Rye.
Too soon.
Oh.
Break up the band, we can joke
And
about.
then
The murder, we cannot.
And then the very next day, he got shot. I was like, what the fuck? Thank God the NSA wasn't around back then. I would so be a suspect.
He got shot by... Vinny! What the fuck?
Some bad Hawaiian.
He got shot by a friend of mine, and I was like, Vinny! What the fuck?
Jerry, what the fuck? What the fuck, man?
By the way,
Yeah.
Jerry, who played Turtle, is actually in Lone Survivor.
You know what else he's in
Totally.
that I'm super excited about for 2015?
What's that?
The Entourage movie. Did you?
He's going to be super skinny and unturtle-ish, though.
He was super
Your goal for
skinny.
2015 should be to look like Turtle by the time the movie
Look like
comes
Jerry Ferrara by the time the movie comes out. See, but I think part of what makes me look like Turtle is the fact that I'm fat right now.
No. We should go for the... When is the movie coming out? Summer, right?
Summer sometime.
Yeah, dude, that's totally a doable goal.
Yeah, just lose 200 pounds. 200 pounds in 6 months. It's totally healthy.
If I can see him in Lone Survivor, no, he was like a solid 220, 230. That's doable. He can work out a little bit, get buff like him.
Maybe.
Start
We'll
banging
see.
Sloan.
Well,
Emmanuel Sharik.
God broke the mold when he made that woman.
Oh wait, no, he was banging Meadow.
He was.
Yeah, he was
sorry.
banging Meadow.
Yeah, he was with.
Still.
He was with Sloan.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
Meadow, Soprano. It's
Anywho,
Jamie Lynn.
back to Christmas.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted.
Get all that smut out of your eyes. We're talking about Christ here.
Sorry. Yes. X-Men.
Talking about Christ, and he's great, and presents. So, I got the microphone, the sexy one. The one that makes me sound extra sexy. The pop filter, which Rob's making fun of me for because he had a pop filter.
Like a solid 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, it's pointless. It doesn't even do anything.
Well,
It's like fucking up the mic stand. I don't know what's going on.
It was fucking up the mic stand.
Right.
I didn't know why, but
Right.
now I can do P sounds like podcast. And Rob, on the other hand, sounds terrible. On the other hand, sounds sexy. So here's a P sound for you, pussy.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
Fuck her right in the pussy. They said somewhere I read 2014 was the year of yelling "fuck her right in the pussy."
That is a thing that happened this year.
Yeah.
Because it started this time last year, and then became YouTube sensation.
Something like that.
Because it was during the winter. Because he had the hoodie and the glasses.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anywho,
So that's a thing. That's a thing that happened this year.
Other presents. I got a nice Terminus poster. Rob likes it. My mom got me that one.
And Terminus, for those of you who are uncultured, is
cultured. For those of you who don't know the difference between Monet and Monet.
Right. Yes, it is from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, a zombie television show.
And I see, if I remember correctly, it's actually a copy of the map that's on the stops.
Probably.
Alongside the roadside.
Yeah.
Minus the AMC.
The
AMC
Walking
banner
Dead at the bottom.
Yeah.
I can just cut that part off.
Yeah, it's like an accurate poster. So yeah.
And then I got presidential blocks and
for your future child.
I'm gonna play with those. Fuck that kid. A book on TR.
Yes, which I've never heard of this adventure of him. I'm excited for you to tell me about it.
Yeah. So in 8 years, when I'm done reading the book, I'll tell you all.
Right.
Fill you in on that.
Yeah, you can tell your kid who's going to be playing with the presidential blocks by that time.
I'll be like, "What the fuck do you do to my blocks?
I just finished this book and you ate TR.
Why are you playing with those blocks? I gave you a chainsaw to play with."
Yes.
Goddamn kid.
Yeah.
Every day I try and accidentally kill him, and every single day he accidentally lives.
These are air quotes. Corey doesn't have a
Yeah.
child. Please don't call Protective Services.
There's a reason I don't have a child. Too.
That is the reason.
I make jokes like that. that makes women's ovaries go.
You mean your sexy voice lets
It keeps
us put out, but your attitude on parenting says no, thank you.
When I talk to the ladies in the sexy voice, then the ovaries, start hanging like they usually do, right behind the dick. And then I start saying things like, "Yeah, we'll let our kid play with a chainsaw," and then whoop, like right back on the inside.
Right? Yeah.
Dick goes inside out.
Creates
the little crevice that you fuck.
Right.
Then,
right.
That's how it works, right?
It is. That's exactly how it works.
Don't tell me I'm not experienced in the ways of love.
That one lady boy from Vietnam. Open up your
Lady,
eyes.
lady boy.
Yes.
All right.
Was that the end of your Christmas list, you spoiled brat?
I think so.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
I got Amazon money, too.
God. All I got was a trip to Puerto Rico.
Oh, well, cry Rob River.
Oh,
you can find him on all your social networks at Robert N. Cheek if you want to talk about it.
You can find me...
If you want to talk about all the Christmas presents you got that weren't Puerto Rico.
Yes. You can find me on Kickstarter because I have some charity. I need some charity. I need to have a Christmas.
Yeah.
To tell you about that story with the folks who started a charity. It started a page like, hey, we need help giving Christmas to our kids. And then I saw that they updated the page from Sarasota, Florida. So they're from Maryland, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so you're asking for charity to give your kids Christmas, and you're updating the page from Sarasota.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely.
I'm sure every single bit of that money went to Christmas presents.
Absolutely right.
And not
People
towards
actually
suntan
donated.
lotion.
Damn it. Well, anyway, yeah, so we didn't do Christmas. First of all, everybody knows how I feel about Christmas. Not a fan. Not a fan of Christmas.
Maybe that's why you don't get... Oh, my God, I'm yawning. Maybe that's why you don't get good Christmas presents, because you don't...
Could be. What's the opposite of Santa Claus?
Krampus?
Krampus.
Yeah.
Krampus comes to visit me. But no, so we, my assistant got me a card that said, Merry Christmas, dumbass. And she got me a space pen,
Yeah.
which was a very nice gift, except for it's like a, basically a shove it in your ass kind of present, because I would piss and moan about not being able to,
Actually
to
go to
write.
space.
Well, yeah. No, and it's a little bit of an insult because I signed up for the Mars trip in 2025,
Yeah.
which I don't... Have we talked about that?
Yes.
It's a one-way.
Right.
So I think that was her way of saying, enjoy Mars, fucker!
Hope you go to Mars.
Hope you go to Mars. Here's a pen. Tell them you're ready to go. Today, in fact. If you wanna go.
I still love the line from West Wing where it's like, we spend $2.5 million developing a pen for the astronauts to use. You know what the Russians do? Use a pencil. Use a pencil.
Here's the thing you don't get about that, though, is that when the pencil breaks, the graphite comes off, and graphite is actually a conductor. So if one of that was to get into the panel...
That's what happened in Gravity.
Is it?
No.
I think so.
No.
I don't
that's
remember.
not it.
I kind of fell asleep, and then I woke up, and they're floating in space. I'm like, shit, I better pay attention. Something happened.
This is important.
It's like a meteor shower. Is that what happened?
When I saw Gravity, there was somebody with a language I couldn't identify.
Yeah.
Speaking behind me very loudly. I don't because I don't know the language, because I couldn't identify the language. I don't know what he said, but just by
the excitement level and
onomatopoetically,
right, yeah.
it sounded like he was just like, "Hey, watch this part. Anybody else like Sandra Bullock? I like Sandra Bullock. I think she gets a bum rap for All About Steve.
Is that what he was saying?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey." It's like fucking Navi from The Legend of Zelda. Like, listen, hey, listen.
Now, did you report him to the authorities?
I left the theater and I went and talked to somebody. I was just like, there's some loud foreign guy speaking very loudly right behind my head in a full theater while we're trying to watch Gravity in 3D, and I would kind of like it if you killed him.
They give you your money back?
Well, I went out there and I told them to get rid of him.
Right.
And then they walked in the theater and stared at him while he talked and then left.
Okay.
And I was just like, well, fine. So afterwards, I walked out and I was just like, I told you guys there was a loud talking guy. One of your ushers walked in, saw him loudly talking.
Did nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this movie was ruined for me, and I'd like my money back.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you saw the whole movie. I'd be like, you did nothing. You guys didn't stand up for shit, and I told you about it. So
See, this is where I would say
it's like one of those things. Like if you went on if I went on a roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, like, hey, one of those tracks is loose. And you're just like, yeah, we'll fix it right away. And then you didn't fix it.
Right.
Then you can be sued.
Wouldn't that lead to your untimely death, though?
No, somebody else dies.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. So are you going to
like
sue
my
them?
poor infant child.
Are you
I sat on the roller coaster after I saw that there was something wrong with the track.
Wait, are you saying you're gonna murder a child because the movie was bad?
I died. My child died. I don't know why I thought it was acceptable to send it around on the mind eraser at 6 months old, but
Are you saying you're gonna murder a child
no,
because the movie was bad?
I'm not.
I feel like that was what you were saying.
No.
No? Okay.
No, it's just explaining to you. I know you don't know much about this law thing.
Yeah.
But I was trying to explain to you about, like, liability, and if you
Right.
explain something.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Right. Okay, fair enough.
I feel like we're way off the rails today. We're just
Yeah, I think
all
we
over
are
the
too.
place.
I was trying to think of what I was. Krampus.
Yeah.
Krampus sends me. Anyway, so we're going to Puerto Rico.
Krampus shits in your stocking.
Yeah, and I don't give a shit. So my assistant gave me a shitty gift, and I gave her a really nice gift, and so she could suck it. Not literally. Not literally.
Not let it.
Don't need that.
Figurative, suck it.
Had enough problems at work. Don't need that too on top of it. But no, so I'm just glad it's over and through Christmas and on to next Christmas, which starts in approximately 40 days. So
That's when the decorations start going up at Walmart.
Jesus Christ. But no, now we are on to
New Year's.
New Year's and
New Year, new me.
So many people are going to be saying that.
Yep.
And I've been sparsely to the gym in the last 6 months, so of course I have the right to complain about all the people who are now coming to the gym.
Well, what's your resolution?
I don't really have. Here's the thing. Oh, I guess I did do my New Year's resolution from last year. I was so successful in my 30th year. I think I just want to call it. I just want to not.
Oh, you're done?
Not make any more resolutions. Not do any of that because for 2014, my resolutions were to quit smoking.
Good job.
Done. Although it took the vaporizer. Technically, I quit in January, but the vaporizer was done in September, so that was good. Was to travel more. Done.
Yep.
To never say no to adventures. For the most part, done.
We did go to Detroit.
On 2 days' notice. Yeah, so I think check. To publish the book. Done. And to keep this up till the end of the year. I think we said in the original we were just going to give it 6 months and see how it felt. Did more than that. So
so we're beyond that point.
5 done. 5 called. 5 done.
I'm in a bit of a spot with my New Year's resolution.
Okay.
See, as a non-smoking, non-drinking professional fitness model,
Right.
it's hard to come up
Find
with things.
Right.
To
sure.
find things to
Maybe stop taking so much dick in the ass.
speak 9 languages
Right.
fluently.
Mhm.
Not just like bullshit like, yes, I speak Spanish.
Right. And a virgin as well.
No. Obviously, there's a trail of satisfied customers all over this country, but
Right. Okay. Yeah.
it's hard for me to figure out exactly what
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do as a New Year's resolution.
Right.
Maybe I'll just care more.
Well,
I'll
first
do
of all,
one of
what was-
those. I'll
what
do
was
one of
your-
those resolutions where I just I'm going to spend more time caring about other people.
What was your 2014 resolution?
I don't think I had one.
Really?
I don't think I ever do that.
Well, I did. To be fair, I did. I had the 30 list.
I probably said to myself, I'm going to stop throwing away so much of my writing or something like that.
Right.
Which, no.
Or you said, "Don't set yourself up for failure, man. Just don't do anything."
Whatever you do, you're not going to stick with.
I'm not gonna
so.
stick to. So, well, and to be fair, I didn't do resolutions. I did I'm 30 this year, so I'm gonna make a change, and I want to go on an adventure every month. And I didn't do that. I didn't go on an adventure every month.
That's a little bit cost prohibitive, though.
And that's what it came down to. It was like, I did plan. I mean, I had, like, I didn't travel, but I bought a motorcycle 1 month. I still got to take the license exam, but
Right.
I own a motorcycle that exists in the world.
Maybe you could do that instead of getting a new car.
I could, but that's a real cold. Probably. It's great now when it feels like spring and it's December.
Right.
Will not be so nice if there is, like a quarter inch of snow on the ground.
Right. Yeah. Or rain.
Or rain of any,
Yeah.
any variety. So not good.
Hurricane season will be dumb.
Yeah. But no, so I mean, there was a sprinkling of other stuff too. It was like, I want to finish the second book, which
Right.
I did.
Now, if only people would come back with your notes.
If only people would bring me the notes on it. 3 out of 4 have. Still waiting on that fourth.
That's me.
And but no, so I count that, and like, instead of taking an adventure, which isn't true because I finished writing it on vacation actually when I was in Ocean City.
Yeah.
So, but, I mean, I've done. What more could I have asked for from this year that didn't get accomplished? Independent wealth. Sure.
You see, I feel like 2014, as far as my resolution goes, I guess it's just lose weight. Because that's...
Wait, are we looking at 2015? Is that
Well,
what you're saying,
2015, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
My resolution should just be lose weight. Because there's only so much more this body can take before...
That's such a total
it just
cop-out,
says,
though.
It just says peace out.
It's a cop-out, though.
Why is it a cop-out?
Don't generalize it. Tell me. 1 year from now, well, 6 months from now, you're going to be Jerry Ferrara. Ferrara.
Ferrara. You're going to
Jerry-
be Jerry Ferrara season 3.
No, I'm looking for Jerry Ferrara season movie. Yes. We don't know what he looks like in the movie, but I assume it's closer to season 6 than it is season 3.
Season 5.
So only 5?
No,
That was
that's The Wire.
Yeah, it's 6.
The Wire's
Pretty
5.
sure it's 6.
Now that The Wire's in HD, I have to rewatch the entire thing for the 97th time.
Have you seen it on HBO?
Today I went to HBO Go and I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna watch the very end of season 2, like the
Right.
musical,
Right.
because I love that song and I
Mhm.
love everything about it.
What happened with that plan?
I just watched I was able to just watch the 2 minutes
okay.
at the end
Right, yeah.
and see it in HD. Nothing to the untrained eye, it's not really gonna.
It's the same thing
blow your mind.
The only thing I always tell you, that it's exactly the fucking same. Can't tell the difference. Unless you know what you're looking for.
Well, no, because it was shot on film,
Right.
so they can upgrade it.
Right.
It's still film.
Right. But I'm just saying, would I notice a difference?
Well, you would,
Okay.
because you'll be like, hey, where did those black bars on the side of my screen go?
Okay, fair enough. Right.
You'd be like, hey, when the last time I watched it, there were these it was 4:3 aspect ratio, now it's 16:9.
To be fair, I think the last time I watched it was on a 4:3 screen too, like an old CRT monitor. Right.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's what I had in college, even. So.
Maybe.
God, we've come so far.
I watched it multiple times. I'm like, God damn, I'm actually yawning today.
Sometimes they yawn.
Sometimes I yawn.
Anyway, so
Still my favorite Steveism.
So.
Steve, you tired over there? No, just sometimes I yawn.
Is that Steve, your black friend, Steve?
No, Steve Breckles.
The one who likes hockey and video games and weed.
Hey, CB.
Anyway, so don't cop out and say lose weight, because then what? Like you don't eat on New Year's Day because you're hungover and like, win. That doesn't count.
Now I've lost 2 pounds.
Yes. What I want is a realistic goal. Shoot. Jamie Ferrara.
Let's just call it 100 pounds.
That's a lot.
In a year?
Yeah, it's a lot. That's like 10 pounds a month. I mean, I did that. I just don't think you're capable of that.
I don't know. I should do it, though.
Fucking do it if you're going to do it. Is that it? It is being recorded for the first time ever.
That's an awfully lofty goal. Maybe I should shoot a little bit lower and just hope for the best.
It's 10 pounds a month. Less than 10 pounds a month, which is not impossible.
You know what? Let's do 60 pounds.
What would 60 pounds put you at? 60 pounds to 5 pounds a month.
5 pounds a month.
Okay.
I feel like that's a more reasonable
That doesn't put you at Jerry Ferrara
number.
though.
No, but it puts me into a smaller shirt size, which
Okay.
I can wear regular people clothes again.
I would think though, then what you should do is not do 60, you should do 72 or 84. Because I don't think 60 is going to drop down as many sizes as you think. But the extra 12 pounds probably would. I think if you lose 7 pounds a month, or 8 pounds a month, that's what I was just multiplying
Right.
by 12s. 7 or 8 pounds a month, that will drop you a size every 2 months, if I remember correctly, from all of my study into
Well, I do drop weight quick.
Right.
Because you remember the last time I got thin. That happened real quick. Well, not thin.
Put it back on quick, too. That was the problem.
Yeah.
This is going to be about learning to exercise and enjoy it, and reteaching yourself how to eat.
Yeah.
So it's your goal. You tell me, what's your goal? It's going to be on. It's going to be recorded.
I'm saying
right here.
I'm saying 60, but the goal is more.
Okay, but no.
60 plus pounds lost this year.
You want, by the end of the year, you want to have 60 pounds lost.
Yes.
If it's 80, that includes 60.
Right.
If it's
that's in the 60 plus.
200,
it's
included.
If it's 200 and I look like fucking
an emaciated 12-year-old.
Jim Morrison from The Doors or
Yes.
something like that.
I don't. No, it had to be less than that, right? You're looking at like Christian Bale from The Machinist. Yeah. 200 pounds? No, there's no way.
100. I would be like 100 pounds.
Yeah, but if on 5'9", that's not healthy.
And I am big boned, so.
It's a thing people tell themselves.
No, but I will say this, just regardless of however much weight I lost, I do have very broad shoulders.
Right.
Which do affect the shape in which your body will be.
Right. Like,
So,
I will never be Brad Pitt from Fight Club because he's very narrow.
Yeah.
And
I can never pull off that look.
But you know what you can do? You can't be Christian Bale from Batman, but you can be Bane, but I can't remember the actor's name.
Tom Hardy.
You can be Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Can't be Christian Bale. Can be Tom Hardy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about. Goals. Brock Lesnar. That's what I always think of. As Brock Lesnar.
That's how beefy my shoulders are.
Right. I'm going for the Scott Steiner. That's my goal.
I just want the 6-pack on the belly.
On top of the belly.
On top of the beer belly.
With all of the needle marks on my. But no, so that's a good goal. So is that it? Just 60 pounds lost. That's it.
I feel like I should probably make the move to the vape. But that's.
I'm having a stroke. Sorry, what now?
You're having an aneurysm over there.
Yeah, so you're saying that you're going to quit smoking?
No, I'm just going to start ingesting it vapor.
You're going to quit smoking. Vaping is the action of inhaling vape.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd quit smoking though.
Like ever?
Just do both at the same time.
I'm down to ultra lights, but I'm also hitting the vape at the exact same time. Yeah, down to the ultra lights, 36 milligrams on the vape.
I have my vape, and I'm just like, does anybody have a lighter?
Okay.
I need to hit the cigarette at the same time.
Realistically, though, no cigarettes by the end of the year?
No, I can't promise that.
It's a goal. You're setting a goal for yourself.
I don't know if I want to. Like,
you don't. No, listen. You have the excuse. I will say, despite the fact that I've quit smoking, I haven't had cigarettes this year. I had several on EB's birthday. It was all horrible decision, and I regretted it when I woke up.
You had several packs in Las Vegas, too.
That was before I quit. My quit date was the Monday after I got back. Yeah. And we smoked so much that weekend that I was like, I'm done. I don't even need it. That's
it was
fine.
like one of those, like, punish your kid by making him smoke an entire pack of cigarettes in one sitting.
Well, it seemed like such a good idea when I was drunk for 72 hours straight. But waking up and finishing that blue drink on the side of the bed, not a great idea.
Blue drink. Good stuff.
And here's what I'll say. I will give you the exceptions of when partying is allowed.
Okay.
Not just any general drinking, but like EP's birthday, where at 2 o'clock we thought it was a great idea to go to the casino.
Yeah.
Those days smoking is allowed.
Right.
Because I would smoke on that day too.
Opening day.
Opening day, I will give you as well. Anytime when it's, and if we go to Vegas again, something like that, where it's, if we can smoke inside, automatic.
Okay.
well, I would get I would say a vacation from non-smoking, which is weird, but you know what I
Right.
mean. Like if we can go somewhere that we can smoke inside, we go to Ireland where you can smoke inside.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna smoke. Because
Okay.
fucking sitting in a pub in Ireland with a cigarette and a Guinness, a fresh Guinness,
Well, I have a harp.
a harp. Well,
Rather
you
than
can
a
have one.
Guinness, but
I enjoy Guinness.
I don't like Guinness.
Have you had it fresh in Ireland?
No, but I don't like chewy beers.
I don't like Guinness here. I did like Guinness there.
Aha! You hit the microphone one last time before the end of the year.
Anyway.
Boy Doppler effect. Louder Doppler effect. Boy Doppler effect.
Anyway, I don't like Guinness here, but I loved it there. It's a different taste. Something about the trip does something to it. I don't know what.
Something like smoking in New York City makes it better.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so you're gonna vape? Gonna
I'm
move to the vape?
gonna look into it.
You're such a pussy.
See, I still haven't found any. Fucking take me up. Somebody who really knows what they're talking about in this
Yeah.
regard. Feel free to school me. But the part of smoking that I enjoy most is the pulling of the
Exactly the
smoke
same.
into my throat.
Yeah, exactly the same.
So I would like something that feels 99% like a cigarette.
So you need the vape that I had.
Give it to me.
Ryan's already got it.
Oh.
Although you can
Finch?
have it after him. Yeah, because he's quitting smoking too.
Oh, okay.
It's about time. Because he was. I remember back when Hazel was first a gleam in his eye, and they were talking about my baby's coming in 6 months, so I got to quit smoking. And she just turned 3, so it's about
Yeah.
time to get on that goal.
It was a New Year's resolution for another time.
But okay, so 60 pounds, move to the vape, investigate the vape. 'cause you
Investigate
push that on
vaping.
it. Right, okay. Anything else?
No, I think that's pretty good.
Okay.
Is there something I'm missing, or
No, I'm just I mean, because
is there a horrible flaw in my person that I need to address?
we have the unique ability to 1 year from now sit down, listen to this episode.
Assuming both of us are
Still alive?
yeah, in doing this.
Yes. Well,
Does that mean I didn't die on a treadmill while eating a cheesesteak?
who told it was a good idea to smoke and eat while he ran? Anyway, yes. Assuming otherwise, though, you can.
Mr.
look back.
Baker, I hate to bring this up during the funeral for your son, but I'm Mr. John Merritt, owner of Merritt Gyms, and when he fell with the cheesesteak in his hand on the treadmill, he left a stain
We're gonna
that
need
we
you to-
haven't been able to clean. So we're kind of going to need a new treadmill.
Right.
Sorry for your loss.
I'll bill you.
And then my dad shaking the coffin, he's just like,
Even in death, you're
Even
costing
in
me
death.
money.
even in death, you do this to me. Why,
Okay.
why can't you keep from breaking things?
Anyway, so that's your 2. Vaping.
Investigating a vape.
Vape.
All I have to do is sometime in January Google search vaporizing.
No.
I've done it.
I expect you to go to a store and to try it out. That's what I want.
Okay.
Go to a store and try it out.
All right.
And realize how much money do you spend on cigarettes in a month?
A month?
Yeah.
I don't know. We could figure this out pretty easily, I imagine.
$8 a pack, 6 packs a week,
No.
$7 a pack.
Let's see. I'm spending $35 a month or $35 a week on cigarettes.
God damn it!
What?
So that's $70 every 2 weeks, $140 a month,
Okay.
barring other things like you go to a party and buy a pack of cigarettes that night.
Well, no, I'm pretty good on the 6 a week.
Okay, so $140 a month.
Yeah.
The car payment on my previous car was $150 a month.
If I quit smoking
Yes.
and just got rid of it, and then applied that, I could probably get like a nice used Lexus or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Although what I would say is keep into account though that the vaping it's not free. It just reduces the cost greatly
Right.
to like $6 a week from 35.
Right.
But then there's an upstart cost. That's what I'm saying. Keep that in account.
It's a lot of upfront cost.
Right. So you pay like the $40 up front. You're like, oh, $40. Whoa.
No.
But you have that vaporizer for
Yeah.
a while.
True.
Anyway, so that's it. Nothing else that you need to.
I think that's good for now. Well, hold on.
Okay.
This is something that I'm going to do this year regardless. Come
Okay.
hell or high water.
Right.
Release or start filming about that time I fell in love.
There we go. Okay.
Is that what you were waiting for?
I was waiting for something work related.
Oh,
I was going to
okay,
call
yeah.
you out on not caring about it, but sure.
No, feature-length film starting this year.
Okay. Good.
It's fucking December 31st where I'm just like, action! That'll be the way it is, but like...
We'll do the podcast and you'll remember, like, oh shit, I said I was going to start working on that.
Oh god, when the fuck is that supposed to... End of the year! God damn it! I'm still on page 30, I haven't...
Haven't even written it yet. Oh, God. All right.
And it's okay, it'll be a 30-page feature.
There's a lot of stage direction. Not
Just-
many lines.
We'll just shoot it back to back to back from every character's perspective.
Hey, that's unique, right? That hasn't
No,
been
it's been done, yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Everything's been done, though.
Not everything.
Mm.
Not a story about unrequited love.
Yes, of course.
That one hasn't been touched on yet.
Totally now. All right. So, yeah, those three.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Millionaire.
Millionaire? I would
Yeah.
love to be a millionaire by the end of the year, too. I set a realistic goal, which is be a millionaire by 40, because by Mark Cuban's example, he said, the first million's the hardest. Once
Right.
you have your first million, then it's much easier to get every million after that.
Very
And
cool.
there's something about being a millionaire that says, now that I am a millionaire, I can start spending money rather than just, like, squirreling away every dollar. So,
Well, no, I mean, you'll find that people who make a lot of money squirrel away.
he's invested.
Yeah.
So, like, if you have $800,000 and somebody had a great opportunity, you'd be like, ooh, I'd love to invest, but things are a little tight.
Yeah.
But then for some reason you have, like, $1.2 million, and somebody's like, I got this great investment, $500,000. And you're like, I got $1 million. Here you go. But
I'm still $700,000 up. I'm
Right.
all right.
But no, that you still, but that investment then turns into $10 million. So now you have $10 million. And,
Right.
Anyway, so that goal by 40, first million by 40. That's what we're still working on.
I would hope that I hit it before then. but
Yeah.
No,
God, wouldn't that be nice?
that would be nice.
Yeah. I gotta check my lottery tickets.
Do you have any other any resolutions for this year other than
Yeah. Well, I mean,
to be a better person and
I don't know about being a better person. I like to set realistic goals. For myself.
I like how we've sort of combined airing of grievances and
Yes.
like we're saying the thing like you're sitting over there going like maybe you're fat and you smoke too much.
I did not say that at all. I know that you've talked about it, and I am going to encourage you to quit smoking by example, obviously.
Right.
But
See, I don't know if I actually quit smoking though.
here's the thing. We're
I
going to
feel
be
like-
able to buy Cuban cigars. We're going to be able to buy Cuban cigars.
I feel like I'm going to be like, even if I like really bought in hard on the vape,
Right.
I'd still be like a pack a week smoker. Like have them around to like
I said the same thing.
on
I
the
said
occasional
same thing.
things.
It will change your life. Just get involved. Here's the thing: you can't half-ass it. I will give you this: if you
I really hate people who vape though.
and I do too. It's pretentious, but whatever. It's going to help
They're
you quit smoking.
douchebags.
Yeah, but
I mean, it
here's
worked
the
for
thing.
you, but
It did, right? It did work for me.
I mean, because you're a douchebag.
But if you dive in and dedicate yourself to it, I won't judge you for smoking a cigarette occasionally on the backside. But you can't half-ass it in. You got to go in or don't.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Anyway, so
I will go to a store.
right, I will not dedicate myself to being a better person because that's impossible.
Right.
I would.
Are you
also-
gonna pull the Adam Carolla? Don't do your best, do my best.
I was. Funny you should say that. I was going to say that I would like to think instead I'm going to bring people up to my level.
Right.
I'm going to try and bring everybody up with me, and I'm going to do that by saying, "Listen, don't do your best, do my best."
Right.
Really, step your game up. I'm going to rededicate myself to taking a trip every month, cost prohibitive or not, especially with a fucking car payment now. It's going to be cost prohibitive, but I'm going to do that.
If you're hearing that, that's the air conditioner just kicking in like crazy. The heat.
Hey there, what's up? Kent must be home. Maybe turn the heat up.
Maybe. Or maybe it just dropped below. Check your phone, see if it's still 77 degrees.
Oh, hey, well, let's see. Yes. Anyway, so I can't dedicate myself to being a better person because I'm setting myself up for failure because that's not going to happen. But I can try to bring other people up with me. Jesus Christ, my phone's taking a shit now. Of course it is. Not that I need another expense. But what I will do is... it's blowing cold on me. It's up to 81. I think that's actually the AC.
Really?
Bringing the temperature down. Weird.
It did feel cold on my feet all of a sudden.
Yeah. I'm feeling like a cold draft. It's good pod. Just everybody who's not experiencing this right now.
Everyone who's listening is just like, first of all, that sounds annoying. Second of all.
What I'd like to do is I have scheduled out trips for most of the months. January's Puerto Rico. March, we are doing... You're not doing it because you're not fun, but we're doing spring break.
Spring
training with whoever wants to go. April's opening day, which I count as a trip because I got to take it off, and I'm going to be drunk for 2 days. So
it's a trip to Baltimore.
It's a trip to Baltimore.
Are you thinking about doing the Hilton again, or?
I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Well, because it did work out really well last year.
Yeah, it was a nice.
We'll see. Depends how much opening day tickets are, because I haven't seen that either. And the package, because now we have to get a 20-game package if we get season tickets. There's no 13 anymore.
I thought there was.
Nope. They have to upgrade. Of course, because they did well. So now they're going to fuck the people who have been going for the last 15 years when they were shitty. Let's fuck those people over and turn us into the Nationals and make it all about the money. So that's my commentary for today. Anyway, so then we're doing Miami in May, right?
I think so.
Is that when we were talking about it?
And there was New York in June.
New York in June. July, probably nothing, but that's because we were going to do...
Wait, what's April?
April's opening day.
Well, April we should do my birthday. We should go somewhere.
Okay, sure.
You want to go to L.A.?
Oh, sure. We can do
right.
it cheap. See, and the thing is, I'm trying to build these trips around where can we stay?
Right.
Because Miami is going to be expensive, but we're going to split it between everybody who is going or whatever.
Right.
Brings the cost down. L.A. we can find places to stay. New York we can find places to stay.
Yeah.
And then Maggie was talking about doing Outer Banks in the fall.
Yeah, I think she's...
Something about that?
I'm going to run out of vacation time in, like, February.
Here's the thing, though. It's totally worth it. One more day, Corey. One more day. Just give us one more day.
That thing is really bothering me.
I know it is. Anyway, so we'll wrap it up. Anyway, so I'm going to do
Just
a lot
put
of
your
traveling.
hand over top the microphone, like...
Is that helping?
Doesn't help
is
at
it
all.
doing?
I can still hear it.
Is
Does this make anything better? Is this any better?
I feel like it's
People of the internet tell it. We're just cupping our hands around the microphones and getting real close.
I feel like it's making it worse.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was making it worse. Oh, well. Sensitive equipment.
Science.
Right. Yeah, hey. Anyway, so I'm going to travel more, and I'm going to continue to don't say no to anything if you can help it, and want to publish 2 books next year, upping it from 1 to 2.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get those edits back, it'll certainly help on that.
Well, you'll have it in a couple of months.
And
now that I have a new system where I can listen to my phone read it to me through my TV while I take my stylus and write notes.
Right. Yeah.
Then
that is the most ridiculous system I've ever heard of, by the way.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm sure that
it works for me.
Whatever works for you. But no, so we'll
because I'm not what they like to call a reader.
Right.
It's not a skill set I own.
Other than that, I want to keep working on the websites and get things up and running. And I would like to say, let's aim for. My goal is 25%. I want 25% of my income for 2015 to be something other than my 9 to 5.
Okay, so like
that's my goal.
the Anthem related stuff.
Anything of the the Anthem universe would be 25% of my income, because then the goal for 2016 would be 50%,
and then 100,
and then obviously 100 after that. God,
yeah.
2017. Can you imagine not having to work? Well, working, but being like
doing this
for work.
Yeah,
that'd be lovely. Anyway, so that's it.
Be much better than the defending perps or the slinging Q.
Anything would be better than what we do now. Well, what I do now. I don't want to speak for you. Anything would be better than what I do now.
Anywho, you can find O The Anthem at otheanthem.com, Corey at otheanthem.com, O The Anthem on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Vimeo, and the listener line, 443-219-7595.
What number? What's that number again?
Well, I think what you really were asking was, can you say it's sexy for me again?
No, I was not saying
And I
that.
can do that.
Was not saying that.
Ladies, if you want to call me, the number is 443-219-7595.
Sorry, I'm
Rob.
checking this out. It's now up to 82, so it's out. It is spitting out hot air. So somebody has it set at above 82.
Should I just grab it and pull it down?
I think so. Wait till we finish the podcast.
Do it like Wreck-It Ralph style?
Yeah.
Must wreck it!
All right, so you can find me on all your social networks at Robert and Cheek, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, everywhere at Robert and Cheek. Please check out adeaddrop.com for all your news stories. You can most of the stories you've heard of us talk about today are going to be found on there. Check out the movementinsurrection.com for information on how to buy the book. Thank you guys so much because you've supported me thus far. I'm getting the report this week, so we're going to see what the sales are like.
You know what their report's going to include?
What's that?
5 books purchased by this guy.
What? Yeah. And it makes a great holiday gift. So
That's
if
what
you
I
haven't gotten your holiday gifts,
I told every single person in my family.
getting a copy of the book.
You're getting a copy of Rob's book, and they're just like, Rob wrote a book?
Yeah. So then it
I'd
gets
be like,
on the
thanks for
bookshelves.
checking Rob's Facebook, Mom.
I know. Jeez, Mom. Is your mom
Now-
even on Facebook?
Now your copy's not going to be autographed.
Do you want me to autograph them?
Oh, could you?
Yeah, I'll totally do.
Yeah.
Are they in? No, they're not in yet.
No, not yet.
Right. Okay.
When they get in, I'll
Yeah.
have you.
So at deaddrop.com.
I'll ship them to you so you can sign them, and then you ship them back to me,
Sure.
and then I'll ship them to.
Right.
Even though my parents only live 20 minutes away, still I'm shipping it to them.
Well, to be fair,
I don't want to have to actually see them.
if you go over there, you're gonna have to talk to them and the whole thing. So,
Blah 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 blah.
so at deaddrop.com, the movement insurrection.
When are we getting grandchildren?
Yes. Well,
Listen to this episode of the podcast for why you shouldn't be asking for that anymore.
yes. At deaddrop.com, themovementinsurrection.com, foundingthefuture.us for my blog and all my political rantings. Another thing for 2014 or 2015.
Yes.
I want to start the other podcasts that we've been talking about doing. We have other stuff coming. Very exciting stuff.
Other podcasts are weekly things.
The weekly things, yes.
And then
So much stuff coming.
web series.
But for those of you who are friends with me on Facebook, and you can certainly add me at Robert N. Cheek, at Rob Cheek Esquire to see all my stuff, I'm trying to get together a political podcast so that Corey doesn't get wrapped up in all the foolishness that I like to say about politics. So it'd just be me.
But it's just like I always say whenever somebody asks me about you.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Who's that guy?
I'm not answering questions at this time.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Fuck you! Am I being detained? Anyway.
Imagine you're a cop and you see a cop friend dealing drugs. What is your reaction? What the fuck, Jerry? What the fuck? Come on, man. You're better than that.
Anyway, so you can find that and more at foundingthefuture.us.
All right. Well, for Rob,
Well,
this
now,
is
so
Corey.
how about Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas.
Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah's over.
Yeah. Kwanzaa just started, I think.
Well,
Well, it'd be over by the time where this
No.
posts.
I guess it would be, yeah. But Harib Ganai to all of my Kwanzaa followers.
Yeah.
You don't know what that means?
I still don't know what Kwanzaa is.
Such a racist. He's super racist. All your complaints to Corey to the
You
internet.
can't be racist if you're ignorant.
I do. I think. I mean, I would say that that's probably not true. You can be.
Well, no, I
Racist
mean
and
you can be. There's definitely a racist that you can be for being ignorant,
Right.
like the like. Well, I thought all black people were supposed to run fast, but you're awfully slow.
Right.
Like that ignorant is not like acceptable.
Right. Did you just hit? Yes, you just hit it too.
I hit it twice. I hit this one. I clipped one on the way to the other. But there, then there's the racism that the
I don't
ignorance that
understand
isn't. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
Just because nobody has told me what Kwanzaa is doesn't mean I'm racist. I just don't
Right.
know what Kwanzaa is.
So send your Sea Kyles to Corey@OTheInfo.com.
And boom camps.
So we were just walking along. Boom! Camps!
Minding our own business, boom camps. Anywho.
So have a happy new year, everybody. For next week, we would love, what we're going to do is we're going to pick out some of our favorite episodes
For the spotlight.
for the spotlight.
We should
this
probably
Friday.
just talk about this in the intro for the spot, or for the podcast.
Okay, so you've already seen this then. You've already seen
Yeah,
it.
you
and
already
you can just
know.
ignore this. Never mind. And so for Corey,
Yeah,
this
so
is
go
Rob.
fuck yourself, audience. I didn't mean that. I love you guys, really. From the bottom of my heart, I love every single one of you. But for comic effect, I will say, go fuck your mothers.
Whoa, see, the new Mike, he's using that sexy voice to try and get you back after he tells you to go fuck yourself. Rob, he's been telling you to go fuck yourself since April. All right, so who's real here? Who's real? Anyway.
Now that it sounds authoritative,
Mm-hmm.
now that I can be like, yes.
So, don't get too drunk on New Year's Eve. Don't drive home. Make sure you get a ride. And for Corey, this is Rob. Happy New Year, everybody.
Click it or ticket, everybody.
So there you have it, episode 38 of the O the Anthem podcast. Now I know that episode 38 is your favorite episode, but what we need from you are your top 5 moments from the entire of 2014. Corey's going to pick his 5 favorite, I'm going to pick my 5 favorite, we're going to add to that your 5 favorite, and just like I said in the intro, we're going to put together a special spotlight this week. So the new year will start out with all your favorite moments from 2014, and as you just heard, we're looking forward to all the things coming in 2015. So before you go, make sure you like and subscribe to help you out and send you in the right direction. You'll be able to watch episode 1 right here, and of course last week's episode as well. So enjoy all that we have to offer, and we're looking forward to hearing from you about your favorite moments. Have a great week, everybody.